What about the month? Biggest month all time?
All-time biggest month? That'll be like back in the heyday of Charleston, like 2014, 2015. We had to have been, I was right before I went to Vietnam. 2015, like almost 13K.
In 1 month?
Yeah, we had a bunch. And then the biggest year, it was probably like 141.
Ooh, yeah. Man, cheers to 141, buddy.
Yeah. So server, bartender, valet, stripper, all tips.
Strippers, too.
Well, strippers made more money than you could possibly imagine.
I mean, they've been doing that for a while.
Yeah, and and those ladies, listen, back in the day, there used to be some of them here, do the circuit is what it was called, where they'd hit all the hot clubs around, you're talking $200,000, $300,000.
Okay.
Anybody can make fun of them, but you ain't driving an SLS, and they are.
All right, let's go ahead.
Listen.
Before we start the show, I'm excited to announce that we have launched the Prompt and Profit Academy, a community where entrepreneurs and creators using AI to grow smarter, faster, and more profitable. The link is in the description. The first 50 members sign up for free. You also find free courses and other trainings and content that will help you grow your business and expand your content. Okay? Hope to see you guys in there. Thank you. Join up now. Let's go. Okay, so I have some unfortunate news. The intro, which was a banger, the intro to this video, this interview with Jason Rainboth, the audio cut out. As you can see, we have great video of the intro. I'm just giving you guys a breakdown on what the show is going to be about and who Jason Rainboth is. So Jason Rainboth is an author. He is one of the best bartenders in the Charleston area. And what this episode and what this show is going to be about, he's going to tell some really, really good bartending stories and tips and secrets and his experience. He's going to break down some of his experiences in the bartending scene, the club scene, the night scene, the nightlife scene. We're going to also talk about revenue. How much he's made over the years and how much money bartenders in the Charleston area make. It's up there with 6 figures, and I was mind blown. So that's what this show is going to be about. It's going to be it's going to be an interesting conversation. So let's lock in. Let's go. What's up, good people? Welcome back to SC Power Moves. We're back here in the great city of Summerville. I have another banger podcast coming up for you. We're here at the Sports Book in the Nexton area. We're gonna rock it out, man. Can't wait. Let's get into it. Let's go. SC Power Moves. Yes, sir. We're here with Jason Rainboth.
It's okay. We forgot the drink name, so.
Yeah, man. So we're here at a great establishment, beautiful place. Let's talk about a day in the life of a bartender.
Okay.
Let's start like a typical day that you do have to work. Run me through that.
Okay. There's 2 of them.
Okay.
There is your beginning of your week. Anybody in the food and bev industry has a vastly different schedule than most of working population.
Okay.
Our weekend starts on a Monday. That's our Saturday, for the most part. That's probably 80 to 90% of all food and bev people.
Right.
I'm in the 10 to 20% that likes working Mondays. It's one of my best nights. I'm by myself. I get to see all of my people in the industry who I go see on my days off. They're coming to me on their day off.
Okay.
There's 2 types of days bartenders have. There's the day where you're going into work and you didn't work the night before.
Okay.
So you're typically up at a reasonable-ish time. So if you're scheduled in for 6 p.m., which would be the equivalent of an 8 a.m., 9 a.m. going for you guys.
Yeah.
We're probably up at 1
p.m.?
Yeah, that's early. That's early.
That's early rising?
Well, if you think about it, we get off of work at, we close the bar at 2.
Yeah.
If you had a slow night, you're out by 3:15.
Okay.
You get home, you got 2.5 hours of chillaxing before you fall asleep.
Yep.
So now you're at 5 a.m.
Right.
So that 12 to 1 starts to seem early because you're only getting 7-ish hours of sleep.
Yeah.
So it's, our day just a lot of night owls, a lot of people who thrive not in sunlight. Being ginger, it works for me.
Gotcha.
I burn easy, so avoid the sun. But so there's that one. And then there's if you worked the night before, you got shellacked. Like out of nowhere, everybody came in, you got 40 people walking in at the same time.
Yeah.
Place is a mess. You don't get out of here till 4:35 because of cleaning. Doing your paperwork, having your beer, taking a minute to yourself to like just go through your head of what the hell just happened, especially dealing with all the drunk people when that happens. Then you're up at 3:34.
So that's the life of a bar. Like, okay, so it's two separate types of bartender, right? So it's the nightclub bartender versus the restaurant versus the.
So I would say there's probably 3 or 4
maybe like dive
types.
bar.
So dive bars are more local bars where you got your regulars who come in, who they give you the not. Remind me where the paper towels are again. It's out in the men's room.
Okay.
And they change it for you. Then you got the local sports bar where you could have a night where a game starts at 10 p.m. because it's on the West Coast, and you got 50 people here to watch the game.
Yeah.
Or you have nobody here to watch the game. It's a roller coaster. So you got the dive bar locals. You have your sports bar locals. You got normal restaurants that close at 10 or 11. You have the high-end restaurants that close at 10 or 11, and then you got the bars that close at 2.
So it's a perfect example, next door, right?
Yeah, next door.
Yeah.
So with next door, they close at 10, but then the level of side work that they do to maintain their
just like the upkeep for coming in to the next shift.
Yeah, it's all the prep you have to do for all of the.
Tired of ads that don't convert? Let SCPM Media change the game. Get seen by the right audience on every platform. Google, YouTube, Facebook. We'll make your brand stand out everywhere. AI-powered tools help maximize reach and save precious time. Say goodbye to guesswork and hello to measurable results. We focus on growth, so you can focus on your business. Boost engagement with strategies crafted just for your goals. Stay ahead of the competition with proven digital solutions. Get tailored solutions for your brand. Book your session now.
Tired of selling stuff out of your trunk? Well, you don't have to. Use Shopify instead. It's faster, legal, and won't get your car towed. To take your business off the street and online, use the link in the description and get started for $1. Start selling like a pro.
The next things that are expected when you're paying $19 for a martini. So like the blue cheese stuffed olives, the perfectly polished crystal, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. It takes a couple hours to do, and then you still have to do your money, and you still have to make sure that's correct. Then you have to check out with your manager, who could be having a good day or could be having a really bad day for something you didn't do, and you're catching the brunt end of it, and then there's a spot on a piece of metal, and all of a sudden you're cleaning for another hour because.
So you're speaking from experience? Or
yes, from experience. It has happened before. And it's, I guarantee if anybody comments who's worked in the business, they'll say the same exact thing. It happens to everybody.
Right.
This business is like a roller coaster. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, but it's all worth it. It's all a lot of fun.
So what's a day off like when you don't have to come in? What are you doing on that Monday? Are you
Wednesday, Thursday. So Thursday, most of the time it's like in the AM, you're up way too early for us. You're doing all your doctor's appointments, doing all your adulting.
Yep.
And then you have your like one hobby you do to going out. A lot of, for me, going out on my days off is like, I don't want to be around people. I've been around people all week.
Okay.
But I go do open mic nights for stand up. Just
really?
Yeah, let's me bitch about everything I see without,
So like comedian?
I'm not a comedian. I bitch on stage and it makes people laugh. I'm funny looking, not funny.
Dude, you know what? Me and my cousin was like, man, he can do stand-up. That first day we met you and we left out of there, I was like, man, he could possibly do stand-up. We were talking about that in the car.
I have the ability to do a good 4.5 minutes before I lose my ADHD kicks in and I'm starting to like stare at like the dust in the ceiling wall because I'm just hardwired into me now.
Yes.
So I'm just like.
Have y'all seen him? Have y'all been to the open mic night? Oh, this is like a secret, like an underground thing?
So I just moved up to this area. So like I used to go downtown where
Okay.
I do an open mic night by a great guy called Stan Shelby.
Okay.
He does a great open mic night. He invites people who are never done it before, scared, had to do it because they lost a bet or something like that. But
Yeah.
you get on stage, he shuts down any heckling from drunk people. Like
Yeah.
he fosters a great environment to like let you figure it out.
Okay. A comedian.
Which
Is it on camera?
it can be, it can't be.
No.
My stuff, absolutely not.
Okay.
Because I use real names of restaurants and places and stuff, and it's just for me to vent.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's, my job is corralling, adult babies most of the time.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see we revert back to our, juvenile selves when we come in here and start drinking and watching the game. It just gets a little.
Everybody gets a little more confident in the decisions they shouldn't make.
Right.
When they've done one too many shots, or they walk in here inebriated and we're giving them water first, and
Yeah.
then it becomes an argument of why they're not drunk.
Yeah.
And while they're shouting at you and missing the stool.
And you know what? And I can understand that because y'all really pour a mean drink in this place. Like it's
consistent across the board.
It's consistent across the board. Like
But-
this is consistent across the board.
Yeah, but it falls within our pour percentage. So
Okay.
you have to.
So what is a pour percentage?
So a pour percentage is the cost of the liquor and
Okay.
the mixer that goes into a drink to what we sell it for. So what do we got here? Tito's and soda, I think?
No,
Tequila,
it's
tequila and soda.
soda.
Terramana. It's a $32 bottle. There's
Okay.
18 shots in the bottle.
Yeah.
So you cover your cost of it at most bars I've worked at within the first 3 shots.
Okay.
So then the other 15 are profit. If everybody does an exact perfect pour at 1.5 ounces, there's 18 shots in the bottle.
Yeah.
So pure pure total gross sales from a $32 bottle comes out to $144. You minus the cost of the bottle, $32.
Yeah.
So your profit's $122 or $112. So 32 divided by 112 times 100. That bottle of Terramana, which is a mid-grade tequila,
Okay.
at 26% for that bottle. That's your pour cost. So your profit margin is 64%.
Great ratio.
So
ratio.
bars, that's actually for bars and restaurants, that's not a great ratio.
That's not okay.
No, so bars and restaurants, different things are, charge different pricing. So like typically when you walk into a bar
Yeah.
and you ask for house tequila, it comes up at $5.
Right.
That means that singular bottle of tequila costs $5. You're doing profit on 17 shots instead of 18. And then if you're in 1 liter bottles, it's 22 shots in it.
So what if I get like, I'm feeling really trendy.
Yeah.
And I just get a shot of Don Julio
1942?
42.
So that's going to be based on a number of factors. There's demand, availability,
Okay.
and then cost of the bottle. Typically, a 2-ounce pour, because higher end stuff. So top shelf stuff is not 1.5 ounces. It's typically a 2-ounce pour
Okay.
because you're paying for that privilege. Don Julio 1942, it should be right around $40 a shot, $40 a pour.
Yikes.
And if you're doing $40 a pour, you're probably at a place that sells $65 steaks as well.
Okay. Got you, man. Got you.
But I tell everybody this one. I learned this from old school. If you're paying for it,
Yeah.
and your credit card is on file, you could mix it with orange juice, and I'm going to sell it to you with a smile. I don't care how you drink it. That's because you're paying for it. I'm going to sell it to you how you want it.
That's right.
Everybody else can screw off. I'm making sure I don't swear.
I got you, man.
Because
Since we're talking numbers,
yeah,
let's talk about the conversation that we were having a few weeks ago.
yeah.
Where you were telling us that it's bartenders in the Charleston area that are making more money than a person that just went to get an MBA or.
Well, you
maybe
mean the bartenders who have an MBA,
Oh.
who get into the field
Okay.
that they're in. The service industry is based on hard work and common sense.
Okay.
More traditional career is based on time and grade.
Right.
So you're not going to get into it making the same money as a bartender. What I mean by that is, I'm guessing the typical salary right out of college is what, 45, 50,000 a year?
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
Bartenders, I mean, I'm 5 days a week,
Okay.
$2,000, walking away.
1 week.
1 week.
Okay.
We are a relatively affordable place where everybody can come. Now, if you go to a place like next door, you're one of their best bartenders.
Yeah.
I could see maybe $3,000 a week.
$3,000.
I have a buddy who works out on one of the beaches, and he works 4 days. He has his regulars who have houses that have more bedrooms than any of us have had in our lives.
Yeah.
And he takes a 2-month vacation every year.
Gotcha.
And he still has 6 figures. It's about hard work,
Yeah.
knowledge, and customer service.
To make 6 figures is one thing, but you have to be that good to actually get to that level, or you're talking about this is like an average bartender. It depends on where you work.
It depends on where you work. It
Okay.
depends on...
You have to have skill, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you do have to have skills, but you also have to have what your regulars are looking for. So if you have regulars who all like to gossip, then that's what you need to be. If you have regulars who...
Making that connection with
who
yeah.
want... I'm known for keeping my mouth shut. It's not my business. I don't care.
Okay.
Somebody's calling asking if somebody's here. I don't know. Get your ass off the couch. Come in and find out. It's not my business.
Has that happened?
Oh, hundreds of times.
Wow.
Wow. Between all the places I've worked,
Yeah.
I don't judge what people do.
You saw like a wife or a husband to call up here and say, hey, is Rochelle in here in the building?
Get off the couch. Come in and find out. I don't know. His credit card was just wrong. I don't know. Somebody might have stolen it. Come here
Yeah.
and find out. It is not my business to tell on everybody else because the one on the phone's not paying me.
Right. So, okay.
You also never say, back again. It's how have you been? Never nice to see you again. It's how have you been?
Nice. Have you ever seen I'm pretty sure you've seen, this is going to be a silly question. Have you ever seen a gentleman or a gentlewoman roll up 1 week with a guy or
You mean
another
day to
woman?
day?
Yeah, and then they show up again the next week with another
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, when I say they were here on, say, Monday.
Monday and they come back in on Friday for date night.
Or Wednesday. Tuesday.
Yeah.
Or,
That's a quick turnaround.
leave at 5 o'clock after happy hour and then come back at 11 with somebody else? Yes.
No, that fast.
Yeah.
All right. This is in this town.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a great city. I knew it.
Don't judge because it's not your life.
That's right.
Keep your mouth shut. Give great service. And, it's not your place to impose your views. A bar is not your place to impose your views on other people.
Yeah.
It's to provide a service and, make money.
That's right. Okay.
Our mentality is a little different than the rest of everybody else.
But no. Those are great rules to live by, period.
Yeah.
Be a bartender or anybody.
Anybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just stop with the scuttlebutt at the water cooler, if you put that energy into actually doing your job, what's the old saying? Do more work than you're actually paid for, and eventually you'll be paid way more than for the work than you actually do.
In the government?
Anywhere.
not the feds.
Maybe back then, but not now.
Not now, definitely not now. So I got to ask this question since we were talking dollars just a little bit. What's the most that you've taken home in one night? And then after you answer that, if you want to answer it or you're comfortable,
I know what it is.
Then what's the most you've taken home in 1 month? And then we're gonna follow it up with the year.
Okay, so one night was a special event. It was an engagement party for a couple. They had their other one overseas for one side of the family, and then they had their one here. Off camera, I'll tell you who it is, but I won't do it on camera.
Nice. Gotta have a code.
Walk home in cash that night was $2,100, and then we got checks for another $25 for a private event.
Yeah, not bad.
Well, we were still paying taxes at that point, which was rough. But your return at the end of the year was great. But yeah, so what's that?
So even if someone hires you out to do a private event, or you mean like this current?
No, that was I worked at
Oh, you worked at
I worked at an establishment, and they rented out that whole thing. And
Got
we had
it.
4 bartenders that night. That's what we each walked out with after tipping out barbacks and everything else. If you do a private event, lose your receipts if the government comes. Put them in a shoebox, and when the auditor comes, accidentally dump it at his feet. They're not paid enough to go reorganize all the receipts.
Gotcha.
It works really well.
What about the month? Biggest month all time.
All-time biggest month, that'll be like back in the heyday of Charleston, like 2014, 2015. We had to have been, that was right before I went to Vietnam. 2015, like almost 13K.
In 1 month?
Yeah, we had a bunch of private events. There was a bunch of really good shows at the Music Farm. The location I worked at had a good connection with the Music Farm downtown. One of our competition bars had just got bought out and it shut down. And there was a bunch of transitions happening where a lot of the bigger bars were having issues, and we were in the right spot at the right time at the right place.
Yeah.
You know, that's the biggest. And then the biggest year, probably like 141.
Ooh, yeah. Man, cheers to 141, buddy.
Yeah, which is great. It was good.
No, that's awesome.
But that's gross though. Like on paper, it's great.
So that's all tips included, right? That's like everything.
That's everything. That's gross. That's a gross number.
Speaking of tips, the current president just loosened up some regulations or passed.
So it passed in with the budget.
Yeah.
So I did research on it just for the tip side of it.
Explain what's happening.
Okay, so before this bill passed, with what I'm going to explain in a minute, we would get about 68 cents on the dollar after taxes altogether. So if you tip $10, we'd get $6.80 of it after taxes and everything said and done. And
this is the bill that's the no tax on tips bill?
Yeah, so that will get rid of that 68 cents on the dollar. It'll be $1 to $1 at that point.
Okay.
The reason it's such a big deal for people who work on tips, it is accepted in our country that tipped employees make $2.13 an hour.
Okay.
Which is very shocking to the rest of the world.
That's include me.
Yeah.
Especially me. I thought you guys were getting paid like minimum wage plus tips.
No, so I would hate that with a passion, because being paid $2.13 an hour means your income is directly based on how hard you work and how good you are at your job. And if you start looking at it through that lens, $2.13 is a perfect amount, because it is food and bev is one of the only jobs that if you're not good at your job, you don't make money.
Yeah, okay.
So think about all those coworkers you've had in the past who really, really not great at their job. You really wanted to be like, how? Just how do you breathe without headphones?
Yeah.
The ones that say breathe in, breathe out, breathe out?
Yeah, they exist everywhere.
Yeah, so. But they get paid roughly the same as you got paid.
Or more.
Yeah. Here, in this industry, if they're that bad at their job, they don't get paid that money. They don't make money.
You're right.
And if you start paying higher hourly rates, tips go down, which means people who aren't good at their job, come in, service goes down for you at your favorite bar. So what you have to look at the ripple effects of what a higher wage would be. So $2.13, before the bill, we would always owe at the end of the year for taxes, because your hourly rate would never cover the taxes from the cash you took home. That was owed for Social Security, Medicaid, what's the other one? Medicaid, Social Security, Medicaid, FICA. So we would owe because we would get our cash tips at the end of the night. So it would show on your pay stub that you made $550 in credit card tips. So that money would be taxed. But since there's nothing on there, it just starts adding up so when you file your taxes, you get a thing of, you're not getting $9,000 back, you're owing $9,000.
So what about cash? Like cash tips?
You get a slip, it'll say your cash sales. Now, the IRS assumes that your cash sales, you get 10% of your cash sales as a tip.
Okay.
Server book, we are very, very, nostalgic about it. I've had it since 2014. Stickers all galore.
It's like a passport book.
Here, take a look. It's pretty cool. So you get stickers from different bars, different restaurants, different memories. So like the 2021, Edmund's Oast, one of my favorite breweries here in town. This one's it was a charity I was involved with that puts a B on license plates for police officers to know they're walking up and there's an autistic person in the car. So there's no accidental shootings with somebody who's not verbal or is freaking out because of a situation. It kind of gives them a warning as to what's going on.
Yeah.
Really, really good bill that passed. Anything you see, like these little ones, it's always regulars whose kids come in, you trade stickers and stuff like that.
It's dope.
You know, places I've worked, and then you got, you know, other regulars who are getting into like the printing game. And so you ask for, like that's the Maryland picture that she did for
Now this is fire.
the 61 cover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
But
that's-
then, you know, you got cool stuff like this one back here is Franny and Fox, where I had a friend, she worked there, so we got to sit in the background while they were shooting, what's the show?
The show Outer Banks?
Outer Banks.
Yeah.
You know, I got other ones, Yeti stuff, but then it starts building up because your book starts to fall apart, but it's like your favorite bar tool.
Okay.
You become nostalgic and you can't
So you're
let it go.
Okay, so you're like your own tax man.
Oh yeah. So all right. So you see how we had $102 in cash come in.
Okay.
We owed the restaurant $58 because
And this is from the shift, the entire shift.
Yeah, this is from the shift from Thursday. Slow morning. So like total sales were that number. This was cash. So I walked with all of my money then.
Yep.
So in this cash sales, the government assumes I made $102 in cash tips. So that would automatically be added on.
Got it.
But-
Okay, so there's no escaping it.
Now there is, but back then there wasn't.
Okay.
Well, there was, you just didn't file your taxes until you hit year 5.
Yeah, but
And then-
we all pay our taxes here, you know.
Okay, well,
Yeah, for sure.
I paid my taxes. I just let the government wait because you pay them too much and then your refund takes fucking forever to come back to you.
Got you.
What's up, good people? I hope you're enjoying the show. And if you want to show your support, head over to divinededicatedclothing.com and check out our SC Power Moves merch shop. All right? Support the show. Appreciate it. Let's go. What's up, good people? Today's show has been brought to you by Opus Clips. Ready to elevate your video content? Join Opus Clips. Unlock premium editing features, exclusive templates, and advanced tools designed to bring your creativity to life. Sign up through my link below to snag bonuses just for my viewers. What are you waiting for? Opus Clips. It's designed to save you time and elevate your content.
Let's get back into the middle of the
new tax
new tax break.
Yeah. So what it is, it's a $25,000 tax credit. The way I've had a couple of my lawyer friends explain it to me.
So it's not nothing in like by law.
No, it is a law. It's a law. So if you are a tip income profession,
Okay.
so server, bartender, valet, stripper, all tips.
Strippers too.
Well, strippers made more money than you could possibly imagine.
I mean, they've been doing that for a while now.
Yeah, and and those ladies, listen, back in the day, there used to be some of them here, do the circuit is what it was called, where they'd hit all the hot clubs around, you're talking $200,000, $300,000.
Okay.
Anybody can make fun of them, but you ain't driving an SLS, and they are.
All right.
Okay,
Let's go ahead.
Listen, sorry, we're men. Both of our minds went to that place.
You saw the signs?
Yeah. It's like when your buddy tells you that he's got a new assistant that's an ex gymnast. Your brain just goes there.
Yo, hey, my whole mind just went like, all right.
I'm surprised it took me this long to get that going. I'm being very good. I'm trying. I'm trying not to swear as well, but it'll start slipping out eventually.
Yeah.
All right, so go back to the tax credit. So it's a $25,000 tax credit. The best way to explain it is, remember when you were a kid, you had a piggy bank. Pretend the piggy bank is that tax credit. So whenever you get paid now, whether it's weekly or bi-weekly, that piggy bank's full of 25 grand.
Okay.
The taxes you pay on your paychecks each week or bi-weekly gets pulled out of that 25 grand. So you're not paying taxes on it, so that it's coming out of that tax credit. So once that tax credit is empty, then you start paying taxes again. The only caveat to that is you're paying taxes throughout the year, and you're actually getting a return check when tax season's around.
Okay.
Or you can do it a different way, which is what most blue collar guys and the restaurant people the restaurant industry who have spoken to a tax professional, is we just claim 9.
Get it all.
Yeah, so we just get all our money.
Yeah.
But so in order for that tax credit to go through, 25 grand means you're making over $100,000. Because that's how, unless you're if you're making 60 grand a year as a bartender,
Yeah.
you're never gonna exceed that 25 grand tax credit. Once you hit about $112,000, then you've exceeded the 25 grand.
That's a good explanation of it, man. So is it kind of like an experiment at this point? Because
No, it's set
never
for three.
happened?
It's set for 3 years.
But it's never happened.
It's never happened. It's never happened before, and
Yeah.
I'm going to phrase this in a way in which I don't care which side it's on. It's about money at this point for everybody.
Yeah.
Because of
Yeah.
this, it's going to make it where service industry people can now afford health insurance without government assistance. Not have to pay in at the end of the year where you have to budget your money in order to pay. A lot of service industry people owe money at the end of every year. Who's got 10 grand sitting around to shell out as a check as a normal middle class household?
Right. Because even in the bartending industry, I gotta imagine there's got to be some type of seasonality to it.
There's not only seasonality, but in my experience, we have a lot of impulse control issues. So until you've experienced, going through the really good season,
Yep.
spending money like you're making through the really good season, then you hit the slow season, and you're paying all your bills at the end of the month, and you're like, I hope this check clears. I hope this check clears. I hope this. So it's going to not only normalize the service industry, but it's also going to allow a lot of people who couldn't get car loans, mortgages, emergency loans because they didn't have health insurance before to pay those off, because a lot of service industry people have a lot of debt due to medical issues because they didn't have health insurance and they went to the emergency room because you don't have to pay right there, but then now that's hit your tax score and all of that things. So it's not just about the not paying taxes. It's about restaurants don't have to, if they're under the federal limit for employees 59 per LLC, they don't have to offer health insurance.
Okay.
Now, I see both sides. You, as an owner, you're going to keep that number because the margins are so thin here to begin with.
Yeah.
You're trying to just keep people employed and making money. And then as an employee, why doesn't you offer it? And unless you've seen both sides, you're never going to understand how it works. Mm-hmm. But it's going to take a lot of burden off of medical debt and, allowing...
It's going to free up a lot more money.
A lot more money, yeah. There's a lot of things about this industry that people don't know that hasn't been talked about. Like, how do you explain to a bank that you got 25 grand in cash to get a car loan? Mm-hmm. You got pay stubs saying you made this, but it's all legal. Your credit card tips are on there. The 10% cash is on there. But when the loan officer is doing the addition, it's like this. What you're saying doesn't add up. It's
wow.
So
that's a reality.
That's a reality for a lot of us. So we, it's like it was a gift from my Aunt Pam, or we had a death in the family recently and it was an inheritance. There's a lot of skirting that line in order to get home loans, car loans, all of that stuff. So now, and then say you claim all of it. Mm-hmm. Cash-wise, you're getting taxed twice now. The 10% that's automatically on your check.
Yep.
And then if you're claiming more on top of it, what a lot of people don't know is if you claim all of your tips, which you're supposed to do by law, I'm saying it so I don't get fucking investigated. So if you claim those tips, that's getting taxed at the same rate as the 10% that's already being taxed for cash.
Okay.
So your money's getting taxed twice.
I want to go back. Great explanation of the whole tip, no tip, tax, current situation. Seasonality. Yeah. The biggest season in my mind for
So use Charleston as the example?
For just example, I'm gonna use Charleston as an example because I've seen the way the area has been, like the bar scene in the area.
Expanded and morphed?
No, not morphed, but since football season, a lot of the bars have kind of condensed in bars.
I see what you're saying. So football season is the biggest for new customers and families.
Okay.
If you're a new bar and you don't have your regular customer base, so your regulars who come in.
Yeah.
When hockey, basketball, baseball are around, you lose a lot of those new customers. So there's 2 seasons, at least here in Charleston. It's Spoleto, which is the music festival that kicks off.
That was a couple of weeks ago.
So that's like, you're starting to get into the super thick of it, where we know each week Charleston's going to be at like an 80 to 85% capacity for all rentals.
Okay.
It truly kicks off. It used to be Fashion Week, if you go back far enough here in Charleston.
Yeah, so Fashion Week was even a couple more months.
Yeah, it was right at the beginning of March.
Yep.
I used to bartend for the lingerie ball at the club I used to work at.
You said the lingerie ball?
Torch on King Street.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That sounds like a cultural event that.
What we used to do is we'd put a big black tent up in front, and we had coat check, so nobody could see in. So if you were coming in, it was a big party.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Okay.
But you know, that was back when security could kick the shit out of somebody who was acting inappropriate, and we wouldn't get shut down. You can't. There's no way in today's current social market to be able to do something like that without it being a completely private event.
Okay.
But so like going back to the season.
Yeah.
Now it's Siwi for tourists, Siwi to Labor Day, basically.
All right.
Maybe even a little bit, maybe two weeks past. And then football season supplements that through like February.
That's a long extension. Like.
Well, but so you're not making the same money though.
You're not. Is it better or is it?
So it's more regular. We got a little present for you from the kitchen.
Oh.
So I had the kitchen whip up. I told our kitchen guy to just have a little fun.
Okay.
We're testing out some new menu concepts. We're letting the kitchen kind of have a little fun. So it's chicken bacon Alfredo.
Okay.
With some, I think it's elbow macaroni. It's just whatever we had left running around. Having a little fun with it.
It looks fantastic, boy.
So.
It looks fantastic.
So I figured if we have a couple of drinks here, we want everybody to get home safe.
Yeah.
Put some food in your stomach.
No, that's fire. That's fire.
And he still in high school and he made that.
So young man, no, this is fire.
Right?
No, it's like absolutely fire.
Yeah. Well, here's a fun thing. Going back to percentages and pricing.
Like 1,000% fire. I gotta get
How much do you think we'd have to charge for that to make money? That bowl right there. 1 chicken breast, bacon, cheese, pasta. Yo, so fucking good.
$18.
Now, you're right on the money. How many people would pay $18 to get that? I know you would, but don't be the exception to the rule.
You have to. I mean, like.
But like, so. This
is what Fazoli's would charge, like 12.
Yeah, but so we're not Fazoli's though. We're a sports bar.
Exactly.
So here's the thing. You have to look at the whole picture for when you're doing a menu item.
Okay.
Yes, we have all the ingredients here for it, but realistically, who's going to pay $18 for a chicken Alfredo dish? Realistically, I know you would, but
this is not like chicken Alfredo. This is like I can make chicken Alfredo at the house. This is chicken Alfredo plus scallions,
bacon,
top-notch sauce.
Yeah, but
chicken.
But
grilled to perfection.
But you've eaten it.
Yeah.
When you're creating a menu and getting ready to print 500 copies of it, and you have to put a price on it.
Yep.
Think of it from the perspective of you walking in and never having seen this or anything like that. Mm-hmm. We'd have to be around the $15 mark, right?
So I just threw in like $3 extra, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we couldn't sell it at 18. We would love to be able to sell it at 18. But in order to move the item,
okay,
you can't sell it at 18 because a mom and a dad who come in with 3 kids, who this is their one night a month to go out. Mm. You got to look at the whole ripple effect. You what you think it's worth to what you can actually sell it at. You have to look at the whole thing. Percentages don't put dollars in the bank. Gotcha. Dollars put dollars in the bank. You got to look at the whole picture because I love that he brought it out. It's a great way to show how much effort goes into a menu and pricing and why things go the way they go. Mm. Because if fuel prices go up, our cost on chicken goes up.
So does everything.
Yeah. But we can't, as a restaurant, we can't change our prices. So we have to eat the losses from our percentages.
Really?
The only time it's ever happened was COVID for the chicken wings.
Man, I gotta put this down. This is awesome. Yeah.
But so going back to what I was saying, chicken wings was the only time because cases went up by 100%.
Okay.
But if cases of chicken go up by $40, you're at 40 pounds of chicken, tenders, $89. It goes up to $120.
I've seen the price of chicken just keep going up like gas
So here it is.
Since 2019.
Here's the thing nobody sees. It's going up right about now, right? When's football preseason start?
August, September.
Okay, so about 60 days out. When does chicken wing prices in the store start going up? About January?
Okay.
Right before Super Bowl. Football season is one of the main factors of driving chicken prices.
So football and chicken have a tight knit relationship.
The week leading up to football season,
yeah.
If I'm ordering my cases of chicken wings, it's 40 pounds of chicken wings. It's about $180 normally the rest of the year.
Okay.
Going into Super Bowl, about a week, 2 weeks beforehand,
yeah,
goes up to about $250.
Okay.
But I can't change my chicken wing prices for Super Bowl, can I?
That's a great point.
So like when a restaurant does a special, like next door, they do a special because they got a good price on something.
Okay.
And people are like, it needs to be on the menu. Why haven't you put it on the menu? Because it's viably not fiscally able to be done.
Okay.
Because it's that's a big factor. So like with I'm wrapping it back into tourist season where tourist season comes right after football season. So chicken wing prices go down. That's when all the chicken wing specials happen for a lot of sports bars. Mm-hmm. That's when we kicked ours off here, half off wings. Going into football season, we are gonna have to buy chicken wings in bulk and freeze them and make sure we follow DHEC standards for safety, but we can't buy them too soon, we can't buy them too late.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna put them in an industrial freezer and then you thaw them out as needed, following all the standards. But now I have to shell out $25,000 to buy chicken wings in advance
wow.
to save pricing. And that's not even like the worst of the stuff that restaurants go through for shelling money out.
But no, that's smart, like buying a coat in the summertime.
Yeah, but that is a perfect example. But imagine now you only have your week to week with your sales to payroll to everything else. Mm-hmm. And in order to stay with that week to week and make those things work,
yep,
you got to take out a loan on the business credit. And then you have to pay the loan back plus the interest. You just lost all of that margin that you were going to do.
Okay.
But you made it viable to actually be able to buy the product.
Oh, right.
So, and that's not even the worst one of all of the things. Like, restaurants start negative every year. On January 1, anywhere between the restaurants I've run, about $125,000 in the red at the beginning, on January 1. And how many people got that sitting in a bank account to just pay in licensing, taxes, and liability insurance, which is a whole nother ball game in itself.
Yeah, that's a great point. So, football season is costing.
Oh, that's not even the worst of football season.
Hold on.
All right, so check this.
Wait a minute.
So check this, right?
Yeah.
We got 21 TVs, 21 DirecTV boxes in this building.
What is it like? I heard it was like, a couple thousand per box or something like that?
Okay.
Per square footage?
Listen, I want you to guess, as someone who's never had exposure to this.
Yeah.
Guess how much it would be to get the NFL package with Red Zone.
Yeah.
For this building, just for football season. We have
I can
4,
guess.
5, 6, 8.
I'm gonna guess because you know why I was
16. I got 16, 19.
I used to live across.
Yeah, it's 21.
I used to live across the street from the Hooters in Columbia, South Carolina on 2 nights.
So Hooters gets a discount because they buy it nationwide.
Okay.
I'm talking like we don't get a discount.
Even at a discount, the numbers were crazy that they told us.
So we're 21 TVs, 21 boxes.
Uh-huh.
We had 19 seats at the bar.
Yeah.
Our capacity is 250. All three of those things factor into how much DirecTV charges us. And we don't even get every game.
Yeah.
Local games get blacked out.
Yeah.
But we still have to pay full price. How much do you think it costs a restaurant this size to just get the NFL package to show the NFL games? Because if we don't buy it, we're not gonna have any business.
I'm just gonna throw out a number, $15,000.
It might be a little low, it's about 23.
Okay.
And you got paid up front. There's no monthly, because unless you have...
I gave you the Hooters price. That's what they told us back
in...
This was back in 2000 and...
Oh no, prices are going... Yeah, prices are going... Remember, the the Jake Paul fight that just happened.
Yeah.
It would have been $4,300 for us to show it here, and you could have bought it at home for what, $60?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
So in order to make $4,300 viable for a night, you got to do an extra $12,000 in sales on top of what you normally get.
Okay.
But you got to have security, you got to have extra people, so that all adds up into it.
I want to talk about the culture of Charleston.
Okay.
Like the bar culture of Charleston. I think we were talking
it's probably
about
the bar culture everywhere, but I can only comment on the Charleston side.
Yeah, so I'm not talking about I'm switching the gears just a little bit.
All right, hit it.
All right, so I'm trying to
just hit me with it, because my brain's probably gonna frame it the right way, but my ADHD is just going all kinds of crazy.
I've lived in several different parts of South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
So I've been in the Low Country, I've been in Aiken, I've been in Columbia.
Can I ask what's your favorite? I threw it on him. I just wanted to know what his favorite was. Come on, you know me. I'm interested.
My favorite is where I grew up. Is the CSRA, the Aiken Augusta area. That's my favorite. But if I had to give it a close tie for second at the moment, I'll give Columbia's tied with Charleston.
Yeah.
But the question is a Charleston question.
Okay, hit me with it.
Because the way you guys treat the approach to dining, the approach to events, the approach to catering to the people, it's just at a different level than Columbia.
Yeah.
I don't like. I'm trying to. So my question is it a cultural thing? Is it a cultural thing to Charleston where you guys can come out and make six figures as bartenders?
I don't think it's a cultural thing. I think it's a byproduct of just the people who are moving here.
Okay.
So I came in 2012. Yeah, 2012. Mm-hmm. So I got introduced to it like somewhat at the beginning, but I was very lucky enough to have some very old school bartenders make sure to just give me that reality check that would needed to happen.
Okay. Yeah. What type of reality check?
The way you used to do things ain't gonna work. Adapt or die.
Yeah.
There's a very good friend of mine who,
I'm not gonna lie, I've lived in Columbia for 18 years.
I opened Bourbon on Center Street there, by the way.
I love bourbon.
It's great.
I love bourbon.
Yeah, I opened it 5 or 6 years ago.
And I don't want to shit on Columbia, but
in my opinion,
it's a difference. It's a big difference between the way you guys approach service and the way Charleston.
Public college, private college.
Okay.
Number one.
Okay.
Think about it, right? We're a private college that was established before the country was even established. College of Charleston was 1770.
Okay.
I mean, there's a house that's got a plaque that says Ben Franklin jumped out of it and broke his leg here.
Damn.
Yeah. It's on Ann Street, 32 Ann. It's in my phone. It's under the contact name.
No, you good, man.
I'm into, again, ADHD
No, we
brain.
keep going. We got to keep going. We got to keep going.
So there's that.
Okay.
But then there's also, think about the difference in the surrounding areas.
Yeah.
The level of money that is around Charleston. So IOP, Sullivan's, Folly Beach.
Yeah.
I don't think the cheapest house on Folly Beach, when it comes to beachfront property, trumps all of the, high-end houses.
Dude, I saw a house on the market for $12 million.
$12 million?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was IOP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 9 bedrooms, 8 bath, pool in the back.
Look crazy.
Yeah. The guy who owns it's nice guy, great hair.
Okay. So
his family's awesome. I love him. He's actually the guy who Luke Combs sleep on his couch while he was getting his first record deal.
Shout out to Luke Combs. I don't know.
Luke Combs used to play at the Windjammer out there.
Okay.
$25 a ticket. Great. Darius played on stage with him. Darius lives out there. He's one of the owners of Darius Rucker.
But no, so the cultural difference is
it's money.
It's money.
It's money, and then it's when I'm referring to money, I'm not referring to wealth or level of money. I'm referring to level of service that they require. So then what happens from that is experimental chefs who haven't found a place yet. I'm going to use Sean Brock as an example, who can come in and find a foothold in a place that they love the food, they love the culture, and because it's new, it's awesome, it's exciting. All of a sudden, you got a guy who not only works smarter but works harder while doing that. Everything starts to kind of shift. So previous to the stories I've heard about back here in Charleston, maybe you can correct me on it, but Purple Tree, like old school 2010, AC Rec Room days. We had a chance to not be anything near what we are. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, pretty much out of nowhere due to Travel and Leisure magazine's best kept secrets on the East Coast.
Really? Because it used to be Myrtle Beach was
it Myrtle Beach or Myrtle's Inlet?
I thought it was Myrtle Beach, number one.
I mean, the Marsh Walk at Myrtle's Inlet, a great spot as well.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, definitely. But once Sean Brock came and once Indigo started, Peninsula Grill has their world famous coconut cake. Grill 225's got the great view. Vendu Rooftops got the bridge view. Then Mount Pleasant with Brothers Property, I had Charleston Harbor Resort. Mm-hmm. Fish House Rooftop has the view of the Yorktown sunset. But now she is happily married and has a baby on the way. I am Good Luck Chuck, but in real life. All of the women I've had relations with, like 90% of them are now married with kids with their soulmates. Let's not publish that, please.
Yeah. Bar stories.
All right.
How long have you been in the bar industry?
In Charleston, it's 13 years.
13 years? So I know you had some stories. Give me a story that you can legally tell.
Okay, so this
that's not incriminating anybody else but you.
Okay, so I can tell this one because there's court documents about it where I am cleared of any wrongdoing at all. So I got this scar here on my hand. There's a scar here, and there's a plate with 5 screws.
Okay.
There was a bar I was working at where some regulars alerted me that there was a gentleman reaching up under their skirts. Now...
Wait.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
All right. Someone came to the bar and said, someone's reaching under my skirt.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. Wait. All right, wait. It's not. That's not even funny.
Okay. Sir, he needs a drink for this story, please.
That's not even funny.
No, it's funny. Okay. It's funny now.
Wait.
It's funny now. Wait for it. It's funny now because of my explanation as to what happened.
Wait. So someone was going around the bar doing like this?
I blacked out after I heard he grabbed me under my skirt. They pointed the gentleman out to me.
Yep.
In those days, I was still drinking liquor, which I don't do anymore. I still drink beer, but I don't drink liquor.
Okay.
Let's say, aggressively nicely, ask him to start walking towards the door with me. His answer was no. And in my world, no is a full sentence and a complete answer. Mm-hmm. So he was very kind on the way out of the door to dust our brick wall with his face. I don't know why, it's a weird method. Mm-hmm. Then he used his nose to open our glass front door. Again, weird method. And then once he saw the cop that knows me, because his station was literally right outside our door on King Street.
Yeah.
In Charleston, they have spots where they sit.
Yeah.
Back then, at least.
Like substations or...
Yeah. Well, when they're on tour, tours like shift.
Yeah.
They on King Street back then, patrol cars would be stationed on King Street in certain locations.
Yeah.
This cop's station was legitimately, if we're standing here, this front door.
Yep.
6 feet at your 11 o'clock was the hood of his cop car. So after the gentleman used his nose to jump out, like open our front door.
Uh-huh.
Conveniently, it was very well. No, I threw him through it. It's fine. I threw him through it. He then tried to jump into the back of the cop car with the door still closed. Again, aggressive way to try to get away from me. The scar comes into effect because I grabbed his arm so hard. Stand up real quick. We'll make sure we're in shot. I grabbed his arm here.
Yeah.
So hard this way.
Yeah.
I squeezed so hard, I spiral fractured this bone, the metacarpal.
Oh, so you didn't punch him?
No, I squeezed his arm so hard.
Damn.
Because I was so pissed off that it spiral fractured
I didn't know that was possible. That's crazy.
I squeezed so hard because I was so pissed off. Not only were they my regulars, but then they became my friends.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, those girls were not only sweethearts, but no woman deserves to be grabbed unintentionally or without permission or anything.
Absolutely.
That there's zero excuse for it.
Yep.
When someone within my circle does that, I kind of tunnel vision, at least back then. 57 days away from no liquor.
Okay.
So I squeezed so hard that I broke the hand and the bone was sticking out. Now that happened at right around 7:30. I had just gotten on the shift about an hour and a half beforehand. The shift is from 6 to 2 for the bar to be open, and then you still have to close and do money.
Okay.
So that happened around 7:30, 8 o'clock. So bone sticking out. Myself and the other bartender.
So did you wait? I got a question.
Yeah.
So did you see the bone?
Oh, it was sticking out. It was like up and out.
So you must have hit it like.
No, I didn't. I didn't hit anybody. I grabbed his arm. There's video footage because we had to go to court.
Yo,
Yeah, I didn't hit him at all.
You didn't scrape it up against something like, "Fuck," you know what I'm saying?
Nope. He was standing facing the bar.
Yeah.
And I literally grabbed his arm so hard that I spiral fractured my hand.
That's crazy.
That's the video footage that got shown in the court case, which I'll lead into. So the bone's sticking out of my hand after he jumped try to get into the back of the cop car with the door still closed. Again, aggressive move. Not gonna make it through that. The officer that handled the whole thing was very professional. Got an EMS car, or bus. They gave him these nice soft restraints, made him a starfish like, everybody, like the real man he isn't. I think they're called pillow princesses now.
Hey, did y'all put the paws on him?
So,
What's the cue ball?
here you go.
There we go. Did y'all hit him with something?
Well, like I said, he used his face to dust my brick wall.
That's what you did. But what did the cops do?
I will not speak for them,
Okay.
but when we had to go to court, he had a wired jaw.
Oh, okay. But
The jaw
wasn't wired.
So the wild story.
Appreciate it.
So obviously once the adrenaline hit wear off, I look down at my hand and there's this pure white thing sticking out of my hand. So I'm like, I think
Like Wolverine.
yeah, like pure, but no, like pure white.
Yeah.
Like ladies think bone white dishwasher or washing machine. Guys think the white chalk that you use to make lines when you're cutting boards.
Okay.
Like pure white. So I think I have like one of those pieces of paper that you wrap around silverware rolls. So I go to wipe it off, and all of a sudden I got pain. It goes all the way up my arm. I'm like, this ain't good.
Oh, the adrenaline roll.
Yeah, the adrenaline wore off, and the whiskey I was drinking wore off, and the drugs I was on weren't working. Don't do drugs. Very bad.
Absolutely.
So I go into the back. I got a bone sticking out of my hand, but I can't. I'm finishing the shift because it's a Saturday night. I know roughly about how much money I'm going to make, even with a broken hand. I'm not giving up $750 for a shift in profit. So me and the other bartender reset my fucking hand.
What do you mean reset the
So we pushed the bone back in. We found AC ducting tape. Put napkins on it, AC ducting tape, and then the blue masking tape, like painter's tape, and wrapped it up. And then I'll give him a picture so he can show it.
The reason why I'm laughing is because I can envision you guys not in the kitchen.
No, we're like
in the back room.
No,
somewhere.
it's not even that. We're standing. So it was. If this is the bar, right?
Yeah.
Right next to you, behind you, is like the hallway to go for one of the emergency exits. Then it's the bathrooms.
Yeah.
We're literally standing at the bathroom doors in front of everybody.
Okay.
Again, whiskey, drinking while working, don't do.
So everybody's watching y'all do surgery on your.
Not even surgery. We just pushed it back in, put the napkins on it, taped it. First tape set didn't work because I couldn't grip anything with my thumb. So we retaped it, put the blue tape on. I went back behind the bar, worked from until 2 a.m., kicked everybody out.
So how did you stop the bleeding? So all of that stopped the bleeding? That seems like a pretty...
I poured this energy powder that this Central America provides onto it. It's a coagulant. We poured that right on top and it stopped everything. Yeah, not my greatest moment. But yeah, right on top, coagulated.
Yeah.
Napkins, and then we taped it tight enough where the circulation just wasn't working, but the coagulant plus that worked out. No idea where we came up with that. It was probably one of our regulars.
Probably a movie.
Yeah, probably. Well, I couldn't really say.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
I remember in Shooter, the movie Shooter, Mark Wahlberg's character poured sugar on his wounds.
Yep. So honey's actually a sterile. It was honey. He heated up honey.
Okay.
It's sterile and doesn't go bad. And an antibiotic. But cocaine's none of those things. But
Yeah.
So finished the shift, did money. The coworker I was working with then took me to the hospital, where the triage nurses not only told me I was a dumbass, but a moron and an idiot, and every other name that they could think of under the sun for not coming in immediately when a bone is sticking out of your body. But again, wasn't thinking in the right mind. They gave me some pain meds for that.
Okay.
Because I lied and told them I wasn't on anything or drinking or any of that stuff. So I'm in an exam room, and a med student is being rude to a nurse in front of me, and I have an aunt who's a nurse. Mm-hmm. She's been a labor and delivery nurse in New York for 41 years now, and she taught me very early on that nurses are smarter than all doctors except attendings, and I can concur they are. So anybody thinking of becoming a doctor, be nice to the nurses, or they're going to page you every 5 minutes for Tylenol orders. So the attending and the med student come in. Now, in my mind, I gave the attending a little wink to play along. Med student's asking me questions about, does it hurt, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, lying. And as soon as she touches, so the bone's sticking up this way. Mm-hmm. As soon as she touches anywhere around it, I start screaming. Bloody murder. Like a 4-year-old who got their ice cream taken away mid-scoop. She goes white, green, and goes right out, passes out.
Damn. As she should, man. That's crazy.
But
that's crazy.
Yes, that is one of the better bar stories. Now the reason I could say that is because
that went from bar to medical to
we're gonna go to the courthouse side of this.
Okay.
The gentleman tried to sue not only the bar but me personally in a state and a time where the judge looked at the case and said, "Sir, you are grabbing women inappropriately." Not only is this case dismissed, it's dismissed with prejudice, which I had to look up. Dismissed with prejudice means
that it could be brought up.
No, it can't. It can never be brought up again.
Oh,
if it's not, it cannot.
Okay.
If it's not dismissed with prejudice, it can be re-brought up if new information helps tie all that other ones in.
Okay.
But he dismissed it with prejudice for the simple fact that he wasn't able to contextually take all the facts without having been there to view it, even though the security camera footage shows the gentleman grabbing the women, the gentleman having assistance for dusting the brick wall and everything else. So that's one of the better ones.
No, that's a hell of a story, man. that is a story.
I do want to say, that kind of story is one of many that not just Charleston bartenders, but all bartenders and service industry people have. The women get grabbed inappropriately all of the time. The men get punched. The bartenders, we have a very weird brotherly affection toward making sure your servers are taken care of.
Yeah.
And your regulars taken care of. So we end up sore a couple of times a year the next day because somebody drunk did something stupid.
Right.
So,
Right.
You know, don't listen to peer pressure. Don't listen to your friends who, when you say you're done, do one more shot. Because that one more shot could make it so you end up in jail.
Right.
Because you do something stupid.
Very stupid.
Yeah.
Words of wisdom.
Yeah.
From a veteran bartender. Great stories, Jason.
Thank you.
Great information. I'm actually almost at a loss for words for some of it, But I do want to continue on and get into shout-outs as we wrap it up. Jason, who do you want to recognize and say, hey, I appreciate you. I would like to say thank you, or just say what's up, my player-ass partner. Thank you.
So I'm only actually going to do one. Okay. There's this really good organization around the country for food and bev people.
Okay.
We're one of the only industries that kind of looks the other way when it comes to drug usage and that kind of thing. There's an organization that started here in Charleston called Ben's Friends, and there's now chapters all over the country. It was started by a gentleman who owns Indigo Road here in Charleston. He lost his best friend to narcotics. Mm-hmm. He didn't ask for help. So it exclusively works with food and bev people, workers who have drug problems. They get you into a rehab. They get you back into the food and bev industry with programs and systems to not use drugs while in it. They check in with you. There's no cost to you. And if there is a cost, it's something that works with your budget.
Okay.
But it's called bensfriends.org. Check it out. For those of you who want to just take a look and get some information, their program is great. They also take donations if you do it.
Yeah.
The best thing to do though is just if you have a local bartender that you know who's using, you start seeing has an issue, go into it talking to them as, an open mind to let them know that there's some support around there, because someone who's been through it like myself, that is the hardest thing to go through, is kind of shattering the illusion of the performance.
Yeah.
So just take a look at that, learn some terminology, get some knowledge, go onto that website. That's really the only one I want to shout out, because it's so prevalent and so many people lose potential or their lives to all of this stuff.
Salute to that. Great one. That was a great shout out.
Yeah.
That was a great shout out. I'm gonna give mine. Shout out to you, Jason.
Thank you.
Shout out to you.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. I appreciate the hospitality that you've shown me here in the sports book in Nexton, Somerville.
Well, thank you for asking.
Man, listen, it's been phenomenal. I am super, super, super appreciative of sitting down and getting the game from you about the bartending industry and about just your stories and your life in general.
Thank you.
Because I think you embody like the persona of the ultimate bartender, because you lived the life to make a difference. Because I've seen you jump from behind the bar and attend to somebody that cut their finger, just over here, just like randomly cut their finger, like yeah.
Oh, I remember that. It was a customer, yeah.
Yeah, it was a customer just randomly cut their finger,
Yeah.
And you just came and, took action to help them out.
Yeah.
And that's the type of thing that separates customer service into like phenomenal service. That makes you keep coming back to a place where people make you feel welcome.
Thank you.
Man, I really do appreciate it. It's been a blast. I've ate good. I've drank very, very, very well. But I love it. I love the hospitality that you guys really, really put on here.
Yeah, listen, like I said, next time you're ready to do it again, we'll be here, we'll be ready.
Let's do it. I ain't finished my shout outs. My bad. Shout out to my dad, my mom, the whole family. Shout out to everybody that's watching, the whole South Carolina. That's what I do it for. We put South Carolina on the map. We put South Carolina first.
Definitely. We're finally creeping up there.
We're finally creeping up there, right?
I mean, it was a long slog, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we just shot up.
We're number one in everything: sports, music,
the tourism. Jesus.
tourism. Yeah.
God, people need to learn the zipper on the roads.
Yeah, we up here in content
God.
now. We going crazy. So shout out to everybody in South Carolina. Shout out to everybody that's down with South Carolina Power Moves, and I appreciate y'all. It's been your guy, Aubrey Dunbar, here with Jason.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Peace.
Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the show, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and then most importantly, share.